she's just had an operation on to remove one of her ovaries, and it was 6 times the size it was meant to be.
I'm not going back now.
Well, definitely no going back. Good morning, guys. So I just kind of first off want to apologise for not vlogging yesterday. I was really not well at all. I had like spiked temperature and I was just feeling like generally not good. I'm still not feeling great today. Please just ignore like this dodgy tan on my face. I kind of put it on yesterday or the day before and I was like, wait, this is a really bad idea, and I was like, take it off, but obviously some of it had stayed on and that's why it's a bit patchy and gross compared to my arms, which are nice and brown, and obviously my chest and everywhere seems okay except my face. Also doesn't help that I've got spots, and generally patches of my skin are lighter and darker on my face anyway. So not much plans today. I'm about to do my meds, and I need to sort through my bag because I've got the dissolvable ondansetron, or if you're an American, Zofran, that I need to put. I have like a little medicine pouch in my bag which has like tramadol, paracetamol, stuff like that, potassium, just like kind of like emergency meds that I need, and I keep them in my little handbag, and I'm going to add some. I do have some anti-sickness in there, but I'm going to add the dissolvable ones because they're so much better than the tablet form. Tomorrow I'm getting my hair done. I definitely need a haircut. And then on Thursday my home nurse is coming. Hopefully this time she doesn't cancel on me. Me and Tom were maybe going to go and see a film tonight, but then we decided not to. So yeah, so we don't really have any plans. We might go out and get maybe like a Starbucks later or something like that. I don't really know. But for the moment I'm just resting because I'm super exhausted. I was in so much pain last night with my stomach and my hip. My hip was killing me, and I was in, like, it was the type of pain where you can't move, and I was literally just lay there and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even get painkillers. I was in that much pain that I couldn't even move, and I couldn't even move to get wake Tom up, and he was only next to me. So tonight I'm gonna have tramadol next to me and a drink, and I'm also gonna have paracetamol drawn up into a syringe, so I don't literally all I have to do is, because I had like the paracetamol was behind me but it was in its box, so I couldn't even move to try and like get that or anything, so I just had to lay there. And luckily I did have my heat pack on my stomach, so I kind of just pushed it to my hip, and kind of that eventually I did fall back to sleep, but it was absolutely horrible. So yes, that's the plans for today. The weather is absolutely shocking as usual. It's meant to be summer and it's been raining all morning. So I'm gonna do my meds, and then I'm gonna see if I can try and tolerate some soup because my stomach's been alright over the past 4 or 5 days, and I'm really trying to avoid, like, I know I need like a surgical tube because I can't live, like, this isn't permanent, but I mean at the same time I kind of want to avoid one. Like, if I can just stick with an NJ and hopefully it doesn't kink or mess up this time, then I'd rather do that than get a surgical tube. I'm so scared of a surgical tube, you have no idea. So if I can try and tolerate more orally, then maybe I could avoid one. If you saw my recent post on Instagram, you'll know how pissed off I am at my local hospital. They're just absolutely useless. I mean, there is some decent doctors and nurses there that have looked after me, and they are brilliant doctors and brilliant nurses, but there's just the other 50% of staff that just don't care, and they just don't do their jobs properly. Like, why bother becoming a doctor if you're not gonna, you know, do your job right? They just let down the hospital. They really do let down the hospital. So I've decided, get my hip surgery done. I do not care where I'm at with my stomach or with any other health issues, even with my heart. I don't care. I just need to get out of this country. I need to go to Australia and try and get some better healthcare. I know you do have to pay for a lot of stuff over there, but I'm willing to pay that if it's going to get me decent healthcare. It's something that unfortunately I cannot afford not to have. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to go into that much, but yeah, I'm going to do my meds and then we'll see where we're at. Hey guys, I know I look like really red. Basically, I just found out that my dog, Lily, she's actually in Australia, which means I'm not with her. She's just had an operation on to remove one of her ovaries, and it was 6 times the size it was meant to be. So they've removed it, and they're testing to see if it's cancer. No, like, I've been so close with her, and like the past like 2 years I haven't been able to see her because obviously I've been in England, and like one of my biggest things about being here was either something happening to someone I love, like my family, or something, or like one of my dogs dying or something like that. I'm just really worried, and it's so hard not being able to be there and like hug her and just like stroke her, and I just really hope she's okay. My mum didn't want to tell me until, because obviously I haven't been very well, she didn't want to tell me until the operation was over. She is at home now, and my mum, Eric, which is my mum's partner, my sister, they're all taking it in turns to look after her and check up on her. I just really hope she makes it through this, because I'll be devastated if something happens and I'm not there. It's just, and especially because I've had her since I was about 2009. I think we got her. So I must have been about 13 or 14. So she's grown up with me and been there through everything. It's just really sad when you can't be there. I mean, I know, like, some people like aren't close with their pets, or they don't have pets, so they don't understand, but like, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I just thought I'd update you because that's why I'm upset. So if I seem a bit down or upset in the rest of my vlog, that's why. But yeah. Hey guys, I swear I like change outfits like every time you see me. So I'm still a bit upset, as you can probably tell. Like my eyes are very puffy and I've been crying. But I've cried now, and hopefully I've got it, like, you know, the emotion out of my system, and I can just kind of focus on getting back to Australia now. So like I did mention, I don't know if I mentioned in my last vlog or not, but basically once my hip surgery's done, that's it, I'm out of this country. I have nothing against England. I will always be English, I'll always be a Mancunian from Manchester, and there's a lot of stuff I do love about England, but I do not want to live here in the future. I just don't think there's many opportunities with everything that's happened within Britain the last 3 months, with all the terrorists and everything that's happening with like the EU and stuff like that. And I just don't think there's enough jobs, and I just don't think it's somewhere I would want to bring a family up in. Like, it's a lot different from when I was basically growing up here. With that said, I've just spoke to my dad on the phone, and he's friends with a nurse in Australia. Well, both my parents are, like, it's the same nurse that they're friends with. And I've just got my medical file here, and I'm just gonna flick over an email to him, to my dad, with all the details about my feeding company and my feed. And we're going to try and get something sorted on the other side. We're also going to try and sort out, hopefully if I can get back before I'm 21. I'm still covered until I'm 21. Sorry, I've got like a Rudolph nose. I've literally just been blowing my nose like crazy. Yeah, if I'm covered by insurance company called Bupa. We do have that in the UK, but I'm actually covered on my dad's till I'm 21. So if I can get back before I'm 21, I'm actually covered to get my wisdom teeth out there. So hopefully if I can get back before September, will be okay. So I'm just going to send him over the details now of the feeding company, and hopefully I'll be able to go with Nutricia instead of Abbott, because I'm pretty sure that's the feeding company in Australia, or at least they have those pumps, the smaller pumps anyway. So And then I also need to email the airline company. I think we're going to go with Etihad Airways or Emirates. I'm not sure, probably Etihad. So I'm going to email both, explain my situation, and that I do need to carry medical supplies and medications. And when I say medications, I mean 3+ months worth. So between 3 and 6 months worth of medications I need to carry on. I need to carry my medical equipment with me, like my feeding stuff, syringes, liquid, obviously the feed itself, and my sterile water. And then obviously I've got stuff like blood pressure machine, blood sugar machine, all those kind of things that I'll be taking with me. So I need to figure out how it works, how I go about it, what documents I have to get from my doctor, and all that. And then I'm going to have to ring the hospital after that, after I've emailed them. And I need to find out what's happening with my cardiology appointment, because I need to get this SVT seen to before I leave. That's important. I can definitely feel the strain on my heart. And I also need to try and figure out roughly when this operation is going to be, so we can start planning everything around it. Because Tom, obviously, he's not an Australian citizen and I am. So he's going to have to get all of his visa stuff sorted out, which most of it is sorted out. Most of it's stuff that we do on the other end, but there is a few things that he needs to make sure he has in place before we leave. And then we also need to look into getting... Sorry, it's being loud. Wait, that's my bloody granddad. I thought it was someone outside. And then I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, so we also need to look into getting a container, like a box on a shipping container, because that's what we're going to put all the extra stuff that we can't fit in our suitcases in. So the stuff that we want to bring with us but it's not necessarily important enough or, you know, expensive enough to keep in our case. Saying that, the amount of time cases get lost. But obviously we'll be keeping our immediate valuables in our carry-on bags, which stay with us all the time. Yeah, so that's all this stuff that we have to get sorted out, basically. So I'm just emailing my dad now, and then I need to ring the hospital and email the airlining companies and say, right, we're roughly going to be, like, when I get my surgery date, which I'm hoping will be within the next month, we roughly then need to figure out when we're going to fly, like how long after my operation can I fly. Like literally down to the day I'm going to be like, right now, we're booking the flights. Tom's a bit iffy, he would really prefer me to stay. Obviously it's hard for him as well because his whole family's here. And it's not something like, it's something that we've thought about and discussed. His parents are okay with it, but at the end of the day he is leaving his family. He doesn't have any family in Australia, so it's a big thing for him as well. So he's obviously a bit reluctant to, like, if he could stay here a bit longer he's gonna, you know, jump on that opportunity. But anyway, it's not that he doesn't want to go, because he literally, once he's been to Australia once, he's like, I cannot live in England. So you know, despite me wanting to go there and my family being there, because obviously I've got family here as well, only my immediate family are in Australia, he still wants to go. So anyway, enough to chat. Oh, and I just quickly want to thank everyone on Instagram. I was devastated earlier. I was so upset when I found out about Lily and the operation and everything. I was just so upset. So I basically took to Instagram. I had a massive cry on my story, so thank you for everyone that messaged me, because it's really helped me feel better. And I'm pretty sure a few of you mentioned me in your stories as well, so thank you so much. It really means the world to me. Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've vlogged. I'm feeling much better now. I'm not as upset, shall we say. Now I'm thinking of doing a main channel video, because I know the last one I did was my unboxing video, but I'm thinking of doing another one. And I've got two in my head, so let me know down below which one you want me to do. The first thing I'm thinking of doing, I mean I'll do both, but which one would you prefer me to do first? I'm going to do a video about my NJ tube, like I'm talking about the placements, so endoscopically or what's the word? Radiologically, because they're the two ways that you can get them placed. So I'm going to do a video talking about that and my experience with it and which I prefer and which I think's better. And the second one is a what's in my bag type video, which will be like, you know, to do with my feeds, because I carry my feeds around in there, and then I have to carry, you know, obviously flushes and medications and stuff like that. Just an updated, like, spoony edition kind of one. Do you mind? He's eating a bloody ice pop, and it's the most crinkly thing in the background. Anyway,
Get it from the bottom part.
I told you have to heat it up in your hands.
Hey! No, you're gonna pop it out the top.
I won't. Anyway, yeah, so let me...
Too much.
So let me know which one you prefer. Which one would you prefer me to do first? Or also, if you prefer none of them, comment down below any suggestions on what you'd like me to film. I'm gonna try and film something this week for Friday. If not, it'll probably be up the Friday after. But I am vlogging this week. I know I didn't vlog yesterday, but I'm
Not
vlogging.
good enough.
What do you mean not good enough? You could have vlogged.
What did you vlog What did you vlog today?
What have I vlogged today? I was talking about Australia earlier. Anyway, yeah, so let me know in the comments like what you would like to see me film for my main channel, because I'm going to try and post more on there. But obviously, yes, that will be daily vlogging, so don't worry, you can, as far as I know, I will be vlogging for the rest of the week, so yeah. So guys, Tom has agreed to let me cut his hair. Now, for those of you, like, a little background information, for those of you who didn't know, I actually used to work in a hairdresser's and I used to do men's haircuts. I never did women's because I was like training to be a hairdresser. It was more of like a high school job than an actual, I didn't actually want to go into hairdressing, which is why obviously I'm not doing that now. But anyway, yeah, so he's finally let me agree to try and cut his hair. So we're going to the shops now to get some scissors and like a spray ball and just some little hair cutting necessities, I guess, because we don't really have anything at home. But he's fretting about it because he doesn't want me to, you know, mess it up. But at the end of the day, men's hair, his hair in particular, grows so quickly that even if I did, you know, it would be fine. It would grow back really quick. And plus, if it's really that bad, he can go to the hairdressers and get it
stuck back on again.
Get it fixed. But because he was going to go to the hairdressers, because I've got a hairdressing appointment tomorrow, and he was going to go tomorrow as well. But if we can do it for free at home, if you'll let me, then I don't see what the problem is.
You've got one trial and that's it.
Do you reckon I'll be okay? We're at Asda now, so hopefully we'll be able to find something to cut his hair with. Oh, I can't believe he's letting me do it. Can someone please buy me that panda?
Oh, no going back now.
Put your head forward first. How do you turn it on? It's an old fashion. Well, definitely no going back. You sure you're not going to go this short?
What? How much is it taking off? Does it look like my normal length or not?
Yeah,
Right.
I think so. I don't normally watch it up closer, do I? I'm
Stop
doubting
laughing,
myself.
please.
I'm doubting myself. Right.
Change that on these pants.
Imagine me having one of my little seizure spasms.
I'm trying to fucking say that.
I want to do that.
This part here.
Yes, I'll fix it for you. Come back.
What?
I want to show your hair. Look beautiful. Do a twirl. What do you guys think? Like, seriously though, I actually did a good job. No, I did a good job.
After 2 hours of sitting on the stool.
Well, would you rather do 2 hours of that's free, or would you rather pay for it?
Have you got Dave in the background?
Dave. Oh, guys, this fly on the wall. That's funny because it's like a metaphor, isn't it? But literally, that's been there since, I don't even know, since well before I went into hospital the first time. and Tom I squished it and he refuses to pick it up. So
its wing is actually dangling off the wall.
So it's basically been stuck on that wall for like 2 months and he won't pick it off. And I'm not picking it off.
Keeps the bugs out.
Does not keep the bugs out. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job of that. If I'm honest, I think I did good. And there was a few moments where you were getting stressed at me, but I actually think it turned out pretty decent. I think, guys, if you have boyfriends that need their hair cut, bring them over. So guys, I'm pretty tired now. I literally stood up. It wasn't 2 hours, it was like half an hour, maybe 40 minutes that I pretty much stood up for to cut Tom's hair. It was pretty tiring. There was a few moments where he got really stressed out and worried, but in the end I think it did turn out really quite well. I mean, we've had worse haircuts from actual hairdressers. I can hear him downstairs talking about it to my grandparents. Feet are still bloody going. I've had to turn them down a few times today because I've been in so much pain with them, but we're getting there. It's pretty late now. I think it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. It is 20 to 10. So I'm probably gonna put on something on Netflix and just relax and then go to sleep probably. Plans for tomorrow. Got my hair cut in the afternoon, well, actually the evening at 6 o'clock. And then we might go to Poundland maybe before or maybe after, I'm not sure. Probably won't be open after, probably have to go before to get some more of the Fox's sweets, these things. Because Tom basically ate all the flavours I like, and then now we're left with the orange and lemon and lime, which I don't mind, but they're quite tart, and if I've sucked a few then my tongue starts to really hurt. So yeah, that's the plans for tomorrow. I don't really have much plans during the day really. Nothing exciting's happening. But it's been quite an eventful day, to say the least. But yeah, I really hope everyone's doing okay. I really want to thank you for your support earlier on Instagram when I was upset about Lily. I still haven't really heard any news on how she is because in Australia it's the middle of the night at the moment. So I expect to wake up from a text from my mom keeping me updated about what's happening. I'm really hoping she makes it, through the night and that she's okay. I think when she gets past this kind of surgery and the biopsy comes back and we figure out what it is, I'm hoping that we can fight it. So positive thinking. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, guys.